This morning, it was reported that Laremy Tunsil of the Houston Texans had inked up a brand new 3-year, $75 million extension with $60 million guaranteed, resetting the left tackle market yet again, just like he did a couple years ago. And Laremy Tunsil, it's not bad for the gas mask bong guy. And all that stuff. And also, like, his trade from the Dolphins basically gave them the ammo to go get Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle and Bradley Chubb. It's kind of crazy, man. But again, as a Vikings fan, we're very narcissistic. So what does this mean about us? What does this mean for me? And notably, Vikings young superstar left tackle Christian freaking Darrisaw. That's right. Second year, well, head into third year, but 2 years down, the pride of Virginia Tech has quickly become one of the best young, well-rounded left tackles in the game, and he's going to get paid. Yeah, all right, so 21 first-round pick, number 23 overall, where the Vikings traded down in an earlier round. Still got Darrisaw in the first. Absolutely loved it. And for me, like, Darrisaw is my favorite tackle in the draft. I like Rashawn Slater. Don't get me wrong, but Darrisaw was that dude, and I'm very glad that the Vikings landed him. And quickly, you're looking at the left tackle contract market. Well, first off, Darrisaw heading into his third year after next season, next offseason. Try that again. Next offseason, he's due for a contract extension, just like Justin friggin' Jefferson is this offseason. But Darrisaw, looking at the left tackle market, it's looking pretty sporty. So Tunsil with this 3-year, $75 million deal, averaging $25 million per. Trent Williams, who he's often compared to, inking up that long-term deal, averaging around $25 million per. Bakhtiari, also getting paid about $23 million per. Tunsil, I love that Tunsil's on here twice. That's how amazing it is. Also, he doesn't have an agent. Like, he has management, but he doesn't have like a true agent per se. But before the Texans got a 3-year, $66 million deal. And by the way, players should always sign 3-year deals or less. Anything longer is just to soothe the agent's ego. In this case, it's not applicable, or it gives the team full control. It's ridiculous. Jake Matthews got paid. Colton Miller, for some reason. Cam Robinson. Why? DJ Humphries, Garrett Bowles, Orlando Brown Jr. With the Bengals this offseason. Remember when Brown Jr. turned out a much larger deal from the Chiefs last offseason? It's kind of crazy. But, yeah, Tunsil resetting and reshaping the market, which means Christian Darrisaw is going to get himself paid next offseason, and I don't blame him. I don't fault him, and especially since he's only 23, and the Vikings have this amazing homegrown franchise left tackle who's playing some of the best ball in the league right now. Yes, absolutely go get him. So last year, 90.4 PFF grade, second in the NFL amongst left tackles, behind only Trent Williams. 91.6 PFF run blocking grade, second in the league, again, only behind Trent Williams. Now, He did have a couple of concussion issues in the middle of the season, caused him to miss a handful of games, and the Vikings' run game precipitously dropped off, as well as pass protection certainly was an issue. And a little bit of a misnomer is, so he allowed 23 pressures and 5 sacks last year, and everyone's going to be like, well, how can he be elite if he allowed 5 sacks, all that stuff? All 5 were after the concussion, and 2 of the sacks were in the Cowboys game where he clearly was rushed back from the Bills game where he had that concussion. Also, 13 of his 23 pressures were after his concussion. He was relatively clean the first 9 games of the season, 0 sacks allowed, only 10 pressures, but the rest of the way it's kind of rough. All right, so can chalk that up to the concussion, can chalk that up to a lot of things, but either way, Christian Darrisaw is one of the best left tackles in the game. He's uber athletic. He's one of the larger left tackles in the game as well. He's a grader in the run game, and he really does have everything, man. And also the comparisons between him and Trent Williams are certainly apt. I see it, man, where Darrisaw has got some great athleticism. He absorbs power bull rushers. He is quick enough to deal with speed rushers, and he anticipates all the various moves that are being tossed at him, and he's just a quiet professional. He goes out and gets it done. He's a great teammate. He's a sponge learning from Chris Cooper and Justin Riscotti, and he's respected by his teammates, and he just gets it done. So I love me some Christian Darrisaw. I think that he is quickly going to become, probably even this year, quickly regarded as a top 2 left tackle in the game, and he ain't 2. That sort of deal. So the fact that Tunsil's getting paid, and you could make a case right now, Christian Darrisaw maybe playing a skosh better than Laremy Tunsil, it's a good sign for him. And also, the Vikings are going to have to deal with some cap issues down the line, where Darrisaw is probably going to be the highest paid left tackle in the game, or at least number 2. Jefferson is clearly going to be the highest paid receiver in the game. TJ is probably going to get a top 2 or 3 tight end contract. And hell, if they bring on Lamar, let's just pay everyone. pay everyone, and then defense will just be poverty. That's what will happen. But either way, keep Darrisaw. Darrisaw is a left tackle that you dream about. Darrisaw is a left tackle that you spend multiple first-round picks to try and go get. Darrisaw is exactly what the Vikings expect Matt Khalil to be. But Darrisaw absolutely is that dude. But your thoughts are thoughts. Laremy Tunsil got paid. How does that affect the Vikings and Christian Darrisaw next offseason? Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Most support the work. Put a little something in the Venmo. But until next time, Skull Production Value.